innocent beast untamed, a party of misfits famed and framed. Thieves with quick fingers, sinners with might, together they journey into the night. The tavern tale spoke of this crew, a strange alliance, a motley crew, bound by fate, set forth to explore the realms of chaos and so much more. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. A beast with fangs, a creature so wild, a shadowy figure, elusive and mild. Thieves with secrets, sinners with grace, together they conquer a legendary chase. The haunted forests and desert lands, united they stand, a courageous band. The moonlit night, the sun-soaked day, the bonds grow stronger along the way. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. A fellowship born from a thrill. A fellowship born from a thrill. Poop.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode. Episode 48. Call to Shadow. Why are we panicking in the call? What's happening here?
I said poop.
You
And
said
I didn't know you said it. Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hello.
welcome.
It was just Nathan was like poop. It was like
Right
the
when-
face out of the
Right
oh
when you
no.
started.
Oh, I see. Like,
They can hear you and he's like poop.
I didn't even know we were live, to be honest.
oh, I said, hey, I'm gonna start the stream together and invite everybody. We're live.
Did you invite us to the stream together? Where's the link?
It's coming right now in Nathan's eye.
No, not again.
I get it.
It's in Dicebox. There it is.
Hilarious.
Oh, man.
I need inside.
Stop.
Hey guys. Hey chat.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
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 We're down a player, and we have our little memorial of chips. I hate to break it to you, but Chips is dead, and he's not coming back until many episodes later. So,
Rest in peace. Pull one for the
Rest
homie.
in pieces, robot
we'll
pieces.
try to get the little robot back. We'll try to save him, and we'll see. But Kate's just working. Don't worry about that. Kate's just working.
Dead.
What the fuck, Nathan?
Working dead.
Wow.
Pleasure to have you in chat. What's up? And you know who I am. You're on my channel. I hope you enjoy. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of noise in the background. There's just a lot in life, and sometimes there's nothing we can do except cry and laugh simultaneously. Okay, with that being said, let's meet our group. Starting with the one and only Shrike or Sly.
Of course, it's me. Yo, it is me, Striker Sly. You're
Why
in a
do I
galactic
hear
striking
two of you?
fox. There's two of me?
I
Really?
got two of you.
She's
Is it just me? Am I tripping? Right now?
Yeah,
you?
the
I think
stream
you're
together
tripping.
thing. She's
It went from
unmuted
your
in
eye
the
and your
stream
brain.
together group thing.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Just deafen and mute yourself there.
Ah. You mean in the stream together?
That's what I said 3 times. Yes.
It's in the stream together. Yeah.
Wait, I wasn't listening. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yes, right.
Crazy, huh?
Got it. You know
How
how somebody
convenient.
said, is the party still high as hell? That is 100% possible in real life. No, my name is Striker Sly. You're in a galactic spice? Something.
Don't do
trading
your own
boss.
spice, okay? Come on.
Whatever. Shh. And I trade spices for information. The rest is classified, and I am playing Sidril, the one and only 𝕮𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜 who does not do drugs, does not smoke or eat or drink the tea leaves that happen to be lying around this lighthouse because he knows better. He definitely knows better. This is where he lives, after all. Unfortunately, it seems that we have come face to face with the darker side of the tower, the side that Sidril has definitely not ever seen before. And let's look forward to more riddles that we're not going to solve, at least not in a timely fashion. It'll definitely happen. Let's just say, maybe it'll take an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, I mean, it took them forever to come up with the word spell, so let's hope that they actually listen to each other. So there's that. All right, passing it over to the one who, when he puts it on the desk is still smaller than Sidril's torrent.
Go ahead, Vesper. What?
Damn, dude. My penis size is adequate.
No,
we're
it's
talking about
not.
Vesper.
There's a difference.
It's perfect for me.
Perfect for me. Right? It's perfect for Lily.
Werewolf dick with the knot. It's fine. Go ahead. Whoever wants
He's a
to go.
I guess I'll go since you mistakenly said my name, but I'll the yes and right. So anyway, I'm the Mad Hazard. I will be playing Torrent. Last time we had lots of fun with some crazy antics. So hopefully he'll have his brain juices going this time, which is not usually where most of his blood is at, but
Penis.
maybe it'll be a little more helpful this time. Pass it on over to Valentine. Kazuhiko, take it away.
Hello, my name is Valentine, and I
it's not.
am your demonic cafe owner, and the world is about to get a lot smaller. Or something like that. I think that was the line from the White Rabbit. But anyways,
Ooh.
yeah,
It's not the size.
yeah,
how
very
you use it.
small and
Stamina.
Yeah. Anyways, hello. I play Kazuhiko, and I am just a quirky wizard and his little nuggets. I think that's really the best way to describe him and me. And hello. Anyways, onward. I believe Vesper is your turn.
Hey, yo, what's up? I'm Nathan V. I'm a chubby boy playing on the MIC. And I play Vesper,
tiefling blood hunter with missing chunks on his ear because Torrent decided to snack on them. I have a demon in my head telling me to kill people. That's quite normal for me, but this is an actual demon in my head this time. So, yes.
Yeah, man. That's I'm excited to play. I'm excited to see. I honestly know. I'm pretty sure Kazu and Torrent are not high anymore. But God, were they high when we was trying to figure out the puzzle? It took so long, but we finally figured it out. I'm excited to go. Bringing it back to the DM.
Hello, that's me. Hey, what's up? It's your bitch, Void. Welcome to
Hi.
tonight's episode 48, Echoes of the Arcanist. Can't wait to get into this. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of paper in this notebook. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna volley the recap over to the players. And if all of you have a piece of a recap, I'm happy to give you an inspiration.
Kablow.
How about health?
I might be inclined to do something a little more helpful than just that.
Right.
Let me do
Very
another line
good.
of cocaine. Okay.
Oh, dude, pass it over here.
Hold on, let me put it in your eye.
Oh no! No
I
more
make it
pink eye
better.
for me. Well, we started the session with Vesper and the Lady Wolf, Sally, sitting on top of a wall, looking at the disaster, looking at the city, kind of having the moment together, and
Was this
looking over
last
seeing-
time?
this was last
No,
session. Yeah, this was
Or was
before.
that 2 sessions
Last
ago?
session.
No, it was last
No.
session.
This is where you were on the rooftop getting life advice from Sally,
Yeah.
who has
'cause
done
there's
this
a-
trial before.
Why does
and
this feel like it
failed
was
the
2
trial.
sessions ago? Am I crazy?
No, because this
We
the
flashback.
2 sessions ago was our side of the chaos. And then yes.
Okay, I mean, Nathan, you can have an inspiration. Good job.
Thick. I take those. We take those. I know we did a little bet on if this party is gonna survive or not, and I lost the bet, and so I had to fess up a few gold coins, which I didn't have,
Yeah.
and I just ran away. I tried. Sally caught up because she's fast as fuck. So as soon as she caught up, tackled me to the ground, started beating the living shit out of me, bro. It was crazy. And then as she was beating the shit out of me, good old 𝕮𝖆𝖆 came to the rescue, fessing up some of the gold coins that I owed. And she was like, "Oh, that's all I was asking for. Cool. Yes. Just take care of my dog." And she left.
Mhm.
And now we at the tower.
And, all of us made some great decisions, like Torrent and Kazu. They definitely brewed some enchanted weed tea, immediately got so high that they started communicating with ghost friends and eating imaginary kobolds. Amazing job. Well done.
Good, nice.
And, the ones who have the most sanity, and that's saying something considering that I'm talking about Vesper, Vesper and Sid try to hold onto their small bit of sanity. And it's hard when you're dragging around 2 hallucinating disasters, talking about tornado sexuals, and trying to stealth by standing impossibly still.
That's
And
what's up.
then, yeah, and things got worse. I mean, things definitely got worse. We got shadow demons, and not the shadow daddy demons. I mean, shadow demons that are deciding to reach out and, tickle Vesper's trauma from the inside out. And cleansing it before something, 𝕮𝖆𝖆 doing his thing, cleansing it before something crawled out of him. You're very welcome, Vesper. And if that wasn't enough, we have Círdan who appears, right? Or rather, some kind of weird, strange illusion of him. And he was taunting us, some strange, sick game that he was playing, which, knowing how our lives are going, that is the usual. And then we've got a nice riddle that we had to solve. So tell us about that riddle, Kazu, seeing as you knew so much about it.
I was trying to tell her there's something with the papers on the floor of the lovers and such. I'm sure there was a hint there somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I solved it all on my own. Although they did help, and we found the keyword. We're so smart as a party. The smartest party would ever know. I think time was just a weird soup, so it maybe felt like it took us the entire episode. But no, we solved it instantly. Actually, it's just a misconception.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
The answer, by the way, was spell, because apparently everything in this godforsaken cursed tower is powered by magic and bad decisions, all of our bad decisions. And of course, Kazu and Torrance sobered up just in time to pretend that they didn't remember anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Impressive, considering that one of them bit off Vesper's poor ear.
Was it me? So I'm good.
Yeah, why would you do that, Torrent?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just saw your ear was detached. So I was trying to put it back on.
To give him the benefit of the doubt, Vesper, he did try to stick it back on with a snack. He was trying to help.
It slid down very slowly, and I felt every centimeter.
And just when we thought all of that couldn't get any worse, of course, the shadows begin to move again, and another fight ensues, and poor Kazu, our feigning wizard with 5 health left. We're all
I'm
struggling.
very much in pain right now.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely in tip-top shape with my 16 health.
I don't think my insides are arranged properly currently.
Don't worry, everyone. 𝕮𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜 is here, 12 packs of Divine Wrath, and I'm doing just fine.
Yippee.
Not doing drugs does help. Just giving you guys all a heads up. And for those of you watching, drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. The end. That's
Or
the
do
story.
drugs in moderation.
Okay, sure. As long as they're legal ones.
Sure.
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 And I think that is where we will start tonight. So everyone, make sure you add that inspiration. You should have 2 at this point.
Two inspirations.
If you
That
remember,
gave me that. Okay, go ahead.
if you remember, the shadows had just descended. And they formed these 2 very large beasties. Shadow dogs that look like dire wolves. Shout out, Wolfman, thank you so much. Everyone gets another inspiration.
Let's go, thank you.
Mind you, feel free to play the stream loots. There are new ones. Everyone in this party is all gung-ho for it. It helps keep my lights on, regardless. Above the tense and vilified situation, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's do it. Con save. First roll of the day.
First roll of the day.
First roll. What did we get? Ooh, not bad. I'm gonna put it in dice box. Dice box.
If they're
where's
around me,
my
remember,
dice?
don't forget there's +3 bonus on saving throws, right?
Yeah, are we close enough to that?
I think we're all close.
23.
It's within 10 feet of me. Or 30, yeah, 10 feet.
So it is plus.
+3 on
Lovely.
your saving throw. Hi, puppy.
And then in the order that you post it in Dicebox, please say it out loud for chat what you got on this Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I got a 23 on con save.
19 here for Torrent.
Kazu got a 18.
Oh, I didn't even add mine properly. Ignore me. Hold on. It's +6. 20 con save.
Nice.
I was like, what's 14 + 6? Oops.
I don't know they have the right. Okay, it is clear in a moment these things are going to attack. They're growling, their teeth is showing, they've got this like thick gelatinous saliva that's dripping from their maws. 𝕮𝖆𝖆 makes a move forward, his guard up, ready to pull Kazu back, at the same time keeping Vesper behind him for protective reasons. Only in that moment for there to be a pulse of magic, and the pulse is so strong that had you failed, you would have fallen unconscious.
Ooh.
But none of you do. Kazuhiko, you instantly recognize this magic as some type of transmutation and abjuration. There is a taste to it, kind of like iodine, the sort of liquid used to mend and clean wounds. You've used it before, but not... herbalism isn't really your strong suit. It's just something you dabble in. And that taste is always enchantment. That iodine kind of flavor. It's
we're basically playing at the same level.
odd, regardless. There is a voice that is tired. That all four of you hear. It's not blasé, tired, or nonchalant. It is weary and downtrodden. Despite trying to be helpful, it almost sounds sad.
None of you are really in a place to fight right now, are you?
I can do this all day.
No, you can't.
Okay. Yes, I'm very much in pain. My stomach hurts again, Vesper.
I can give you a moment.
A moment. To rest? And then fight?
Yeah.
Would that be cheating? I feel it untruthful.
It's a little cheating.
Right.
I don't have long, so you've got to make your choice.
I mean, if he's offering, whoever it is, and I don't mind a little rest. How about the rest of you?
No, I'm good to go.
Oh.
He's
not just
lying.
about
Sorry, go ahead.
It's not just about us, though. I mean, I'm fine to carry on, but if our party isn't, then we won't be able to survive the rest of this. We need to do this together. Isn't that what we keep reminding each other, to do this together?
Well, I mean, if
Cheating
we're
or
all
not.
fine together, then I vote we fight.
Then let's do this. I'm not too afraid. I have you all here. As you said, together.
What is the cost of this rest?
I suppose you'll have to tell me a story.
And only with a tale will you give us the rest so that our friends, my friends, can heal.
I suppose.
It's the red flower.
You could say that.
No. the red flower in front of me. Oh,
I say we rest. Vesper, Torrent, Kazu.
If we get a little story time with Sidril, I guess I will look forward to it.
I like that. I've never been told stories before, so why not?
Do we recognize the voice?
Who do you think it is?
I mean,
I hope it's Pedro Pascal.
yeah, that was my first thought.
Mm-hmm.
My second worry was that it might be Círdan, since he would be uniquely capable of probably penetrating his own magical tower and capable of giving us said rest.
What's Torrent's passive insight?
Passive insight is 16.
It is Círdan.
Yeah. I think that the cost of this is going to be much more than a story, and I'm not sure that not sure it's a good idea to take that offer.
I think it's the type of story we tell. It's not just a simple story, Torrent, but it's something that has meaning, something that has purpose, something that it's true, that will possibly break us open.
You see that everything in this room begins to slowly melt like a candle, and you begin to transpose somewhere else. The image is changing, shifting.
I think I'm high again.
No, I see it too.
The smell of the nighttime air is crisp and lovely. And when the lot of you come to, you are by a campfire. Warm. Rested. And the voice says,
I have a lot of fond memories from this place. Enjoy your rest. I'll be listening for your tale.
Oh, finally. It's so calm. A little bothersome.
inside the tent, you hear a small gasp and shifting.
Oh!
And a familiar face comes flying out of the tent side. Oh. Doesn't have... Oh no. It's broken. No! Dang. The token is broken for me. That was going to be such a good reveal.
I see someone flickering.
They're loading. Hold on. The GIF is loading. Here we go. A familiar face comes shooting out of the tent. And he's like, "You guys are here!"
He's a giant.
He's huge.
I
But
look up at him.
he tackles the closest, which is Torrent. And then after squeezing Torin, he runs over to Vesper and squeezes you. And then he runs over to Sidriel, squeezes you. Runs over to Kazu, squeezes you. And then he comes back into the middle and is like, I didn't think anybody was gonna save me yet.
Were you here the whole time?
Yeah.
It's quite cozy. If I were to be lost in time and space, I'd want you to be here too.
The canary showed me the way.
A bird?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm not alone. She's little and cute. I don't know where she is right now. I like to feed her.
Is that the canary?
Mm-hmm.
Is there only one?
I think there's more, but she's the only one that likes me. The bigger canary, he's kind of a bitch.
Jesus Christ.
He keeps pooping on me when I go to pet him. You guys look like shit. Are you okay? I'll make you some food. Hold on, I'm good at this. I got some frogs and mushrooms. Goes into the tent.
Kazu lays down right there, and he puts his hand in his stomach, his head on the ground. He looks up at the, I guess the canopy or the stars, and he's just like, ah. All right, Sidriel, once upon a time. Go on.
Why is it me who has to tell the story? Doesn't anyone else want to
What
share?
if we all tell little stories?
That sounds great. I feel like that's fair, right?
Is anybody allergic to onions?
Volunteer?
Didn't you volunteer?
I was ready to
No.
fight.
Me too.
Okay,
I
first
can tell
off,
a story.
thank you, Vesper. Thank you for being a team player.
I'm just resting.
Thank you. Yes, gee, I'm a team player.
Kiss ass.
You hear
I'll stab you.
Trowlis start a
Have you
huge
back.
fire inside the tent and begin to grill inside the tent. Don't worry, it'll just be a minute. I'm just making this. Do whatever you
those
gotta
frogs?
do.
There's just frogs around time and space.
Yeah, and mushrooms and onions, but the onions are brown purple. Don't worry, I'm gonna make you what I like to call a trellis whisk amazing, very tasty, magical, special time space omelet. Or just farts for sure.
Oh, God.
Rolls right off the
Two-
tongue.
2 seconds later, you guys start here.
Kazu's just out. And then there's a lull that settles over the party. Trellis is cooking away, very excited, whatever he's making. And a lot of you, just even glancing around with your passive perceptions, it seems safe. Beyond what the eye can see, there's this opalescent magic that creates this bubble, this sphere, like its own dimensional plane. The canopy of stars is an illusion. The ground frozen in time. The four of you feel safe. Safe enough to rest. What do you do?
Vesper's gonna set his crossbow down next to his stump, a log. He's gonna sit on it, and he says,
All right, everyone, gather around. A little story, right? Okay. Well, here's one. There was once a juggler in a crumbling town. It's a kind of place where hope packs its bags and left a long time ago. See, this juggler didn't juggle apples or knives like you'd expect. No, he juggled secrets. People came to him into the dead of night, whispered their darkest sins, and he would keep them all in the air. spinning like a flawless performance. He never dropped a single one until he did. One night, a noble came to him, begged him to hide something truly vile. The juggler, curious as ever, added to the act. But this one, it was heavier, meaner. And when he tossed it with the rest, it threw the whole rhythm off. Secrets started crashing down one by one. The town turned on itself. The noble vanished. And the juggler, well, he stood there, alone, in the wreckage, clapping for an audience that no longer existed. Moral of the story? It doesn't matter how good you are at carrying darkness. One wrong throw, and it all comes crashing down. But hey, at least it was one hell of a show. The end.
Wow, that was
You notice that
inspiring.
as you make the comment, Torrent, and Sidriel, you notice that the fire shifts and it plays Vesper's story. The juggler and his secrets. Each of you find that your water skins are refilled with a drink of your choice. A small bag of snacks appear in your left palm. These snacks, your choice between cinnamon-covered roasted almonds, salted and cayenne-peppered pine nuts, or coffee beans dipped in chocolate. Which one appears in Vesper's hand?
Ooh.
Out of those three, what would he choose?
The chocolate.
Okay. Torrent?
What was the other? You said one of them was like had cayenne pepper,
Pine.
something or other.
Pine nuts roasted with cayenne pepper.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, Sidriel?
What was the other one?
Chocolate-covered coffee beans, cinnamon roasted almonds, and cayenne salt and peppered pine nuts.
Oh, definitely cinnamon. 1000%.
Okay.
Yummy.
And even though Kazuhiko is sleeping, they still appear in his hand. What would he choose?
A random one. Just starts chewing on it.
It's the coffee beans, but he's still asleep.
Okay.
And he's dreaming of it.
I'm gonna feed grass as he's eating it with everything else.
It's so healthy.
All right, Torrent. After the juggling story plays, the fire sets an image of you. Younger, more mischievous looking, as if inviting you to tell your tale.
Oh, great. I guess it's my turn. Well, hopefully there's no rules, I guess. How about I tell you guys the enchanting tale of my best failure?
All right.
So, back in my younger years, I was sent out on a mission. It was to retrieve a particular rare artifact held by a noble. And I wasn't really clued into what the artifact was at the time. It didn't really matter. I just had to complete the mission. I was supposed to get in, get out. No one was supposed to get harmed. So I masterfully sneak in. The noble was supposed to be out. My intel had told me that he was going to be spending the night getting wasted with his whores on the side. So, anyway, I sneak into his room and I unlock the chest on my first try. Pull out the artifact and put it in my pocket, and when I turn around, the noble was standing there. I guess, I don't know, he got a little wasted and they kicked him out early, and so he came back and he sees me and he starts panicking. Yeah, and he's so drunk and he pisses his pants and he throws up, and then I'm like, oh shit, well, he's seen me, and so I'm like, what do I do? And so as I'm sitting here processing, this idiot slips in his own vomit and piss and trips and falls out the window and breaks his neck. Needless to say, I got out, got back with the artifact, and then I got beaten for about 2 or 3 days straight. I can't really remember. It was dark. Just because the guy had died. And yeah. So, good times. Still pretty fucking hilarious. I've never seen somebody slip in their own piss and vomit like that. But, you know, that's it. Now you know something new about me.
The fire plays out the scene. The question is, Torrin, is this real?
Yes.
It plays out perfectly. And when it's done, an image of Kazu sleeping appears in the fire. What is Kazu dreaming of right now?
He's dreaming of his home. Back when the 𝕮𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜 was not so corrupted. And when 𝕮𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜 had her entire family still, all her older brothers and sisters, and the halfling that had to pull from their mouth because they thought he was a little snack, but he wasn't. They're a little silly like that. But, it was nicer times. All the little fireflies and nuggets running around. And so older brother, Jensen was, he was so, such a grumpy little man. Grumpy little nugget. Just kept picking on his little brother Keone. Oh, good times, good times. Chocolate and coffee.
And the scene
Yummy.
plays out. It shows you this village. And it's beautiful. You see there are people, scholars, hunters like Kazu, who document, collect, take care of, as he so proudly proclaims, little nuggets. And there's one Kitsune woman in particular in this dream. Kazu would have thought her kindness was no more than a friendly banter. I need 𝕮𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜 and Torrent to roll an insight, please.
Inside. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm going to put it in dice box.
Okay, so 16, 22, 10. 10 doesn't pick up on it. You're too busy munching away on those pine nuts. You actually choke on one for a moment and have to drink your water. But the other two, her name is Alma. He has long, dark hair, large glasses. And she often
Smash.
Accompanied Kazu, taking notes, asking him questions, assigning him missions. And you don't know what happened to her. But it's clear to the two of you that she loved him. Oh, did she love that simple man. And finally, after Torrent's coughing fit, the firelight fades, and then an image of Sidriel shimmers in its dancing, burning face.
I guess I could tell you all a story.
We all did.
Feel like I tell stories all the time, though. Are you
Not
sure you want
enough.
another one?
Yes.
Are you backing out now after you're just guilt tripping us for not being team players?
Mm.
In the high halls of heaven, where song shaped stone and law was laced with every breath, a child was born. He was not supposed to be. Angels were forged, not birthed. They were crafted by will and by purpose, bound to roles like sculpted stars. But this one in particular came screaming into the world from love, born of a union forbidden, disgraced. One so deep that it had bent the will of the cosmos to create something living. His mother, a daughter of command, fierce, golden, unyielding. His father, a low-born guardian with dirt still on his feet and joy still in his laugh, and together they defied heaven. And so heaven punished them. Before the child could speak, his parents were taken. His mother burned by divine decree, her voice last heard begging the stars to spare him, and his father fell not long after, fighting in a war that never seemed to end, grief hollowing him from the inside until his wings turned to ash. And the child grew in silence, for the angels did not sing to him. They did not teach him. Instead, they watched. They judged. They whispered. Born of weakness, birthed in sin, a heart that bleeds, that will never fly. He was raised in the shadow of his mother's brother, a commander carved from stone, revered by all, pure as white. Revered until love betrayed him too, for it was his own sister that had dared the unthinkable. It was her child that the heavens could not kill because the stars themselves had whispered to protect him. That he would be needed, that he was chosen. But the commander did not see a chosen child. He saw a walking tombstone, a curse. And every time he looked on that boy, he saw the fire where his sister had died. Every breath the child took was a blade in his side, his best friend's death, his sister's death, heaven's fall. And although he trained him, although he sharpened him, he beat the softness out of him. He never protected him. He carved into him his unworthiness. And the boy, for all of his beauty, for all of his power, for all of his grace, was never welcomed in heaven. He was an exception. He was an error, and yet he never broke. He bowed when told. He fought when ordered. He smiled with lips that barely remembered how. And he bore the weight of a legacy that was steeped in ash. And still he believed that love was not a crime, but the cure. And still the angels did not sing. And even then, it was love, that crime, that everyone so gave and blamed him for, that was also the fall of heaven. Because sometimes even the brightest stars, who are born from the very thing that heaven hates, love, defiance, and grief, they are the ones who cast aside. Even though they're the ones that are ignored, they're the ones that the sky needs most. It sounds silly now that I say it out loud.
I didn't think it was silly at all. I mean, I didn't laugh, so, you know.
You know, it's a cruel thing to be born of love and to be never loved, be loved for it.
I know exactly how that feels. So we're just trauma dumping now. Is that? Well, I mean, if you didn't catch on, I was the juggler in that story, just saying.
The fire flares for a moment, consuming the tails. And after a beat of silence amongst the party, Trallis steps out with a tray. And on the tray, in little clay flat bowls, his concoction, the Time Pocket Omelet. After giving each of you your own Time Pocket Omelet, setting Kazu's on his chest, who's still sleeping, he says, I have to go now. But all of you should rest here, and maybe take watches. It's pretty safe, but sometimes... And he shifts uncomfortably. Sometimes there's a mist that creeps in from the edges. And if you're not careful, the mist will spirit you away to a place you don't want to be. Don't let it touch you. Okay? I didn't know that the first time, but the canary showed me the way through the mist. And another lady. She was really nice. But I didn't get to talk to her for long. Anyways, if you do go into the mist, you're looking for someone named 𝕮𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜. She's got a friend with her too, but he's really grumpy. I don't remember his name. Okay?
All right, but where are you going? Aren't you gonna stay?
I'm stuck in time. Torin will find me, though.
Wait, we can't just drag him back with us?
I guess
Can't we
not.
just, like...
He holds out his
I
hand,
don't
you
know.
see that it's fading.
It's never that easy, is it?
You know what to do, though. You'll be able to find me. And besides, I have my little canary friend.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, kid.
I love you guys.
I love you too, kiddo. Be patient. We're coming for you.
I know. I trust you guys. I'll be safe. I'm fast. He gives you thumbs up as his whole form fades into nothing.
It's a lot of pressure on you, Torrent.
What do you mean? It'll be easy, according to everybody.
You just wonder what the first thing you need to do. What's the process like?
Fuck if I know. I'm hoping there's just gonna be like a magical manual that's gonna fall in my lap or something.
How do you guys want to do watches?
Do you guys want to hear a happy story? Break up some of this tension? Once upon a time, there was a star that had fallen so far it had forgot that it had ever glowed. It crashed into the world like a wound, burning a scar across the sky. And where it landed, the light vanished, and a darkness took root. It was hungry, it was cold, and it was endless. And the star curled in on itself, silent, believing that this is where it would end. But one by one, they came. First, a wanderer, with eyes wide with wonder, dirt on their boots, laughter, messy, unrefined. And then a scholar, quiet and curious, and they read the silence around the stars like scripture. Then there was a strange wizard and his friends, and a trickster who danced across the shadows, little sparks with every joke, every smirk, and another fighter who sat in the darkness and did not flinch. And more came, some with songs, some with scars, some were broken, some still breaking, but none of them asked the star to shine again. They simply stayed. And so they built lanterns from their stories, they planted memories like flowers, they whispered truths into the wind until the star, without meaning to, began to glow again. Not as it once had, but differently. Not perfect, not pure, but real, along with all the other lights, like little tiny stars in a dark sky.
That was a little better.
Very, pretty story. Lots of nice imagery.
I tried to be nice to you in that story, Torrent.
Wait, you were... what?
That's
I
so
don't get it.
sweet. I mean, well, appreciate it, Sid. You tell good stories.
I appreciate you, Vesper, truly. Actually, all of you. Even Kazu over here, who's snoring quite loudly.
Yeah, I guess he's not taking first watch.
I don't mind. I'm not one for sleep, really.
You know, I actually miss Solana. Little bit of a bitch, but badass. I must say, when I lunged my knife into her eye, I didn't expect that she would ask for something like that. Gain some respect. A little annoying at times, I will be honest.
As much as she may be older than us in terms of the timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly thing, she's still quite young.
She is.
Really. I'm kind of curious about the other group. You know, the other ones that are supposed to be like versions of ourselves or whatever.
That's right.
They were...
I didn't see it.
Strange. Interesting, but strange nonetheless.
Like a bunch of fucking weirdos, if you ask me. Not
Your
like
voice
us.
dropped.
Whoa, hey, I thought, what happened to being nice?
That
Come
was
on.
what we call a joke. Right, Vesper?
Oh.
That's what a joke is?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
sure. Good job.
Usually you laugh. Haven't you ever heard Vesper? He always laughs when he tells a joke,
No. Yes.
especially when he's plunging his knife into somebody's chest.
Don't talk about that stuff. Makes me feel a little bad. That's
Oh,
a joke. I love it.
You had me going for a second. Okay. I was concerned.
I'll take first watch. All of you go rest.
All right.
I'll wake. Who do I wake up?
I'm down for round 2, so
I guess I'm round 3.
Do you think Kazu would be round 4?
I don't even know if he's
Oh,
gonna
he's
wake
nodding.
up.
He's nodding. He somewhat understands exactly what we're saying. All right, he's round 4.
Oh, is Kazu having? I think Kazu's having a dream. Is that a Hydra in his pocket, or
Is he just happy to see us? That's a joke.
Erect. Right.
See what you
I'll make sure to alert you of any myths that roll by.
Please do. Torn's gonna go lie down.
Okay, those of you that are resting, hit that long rest button. Those of you that are awake for first watch, which is just Vesper, I need you to make a perception check.
Damn. Okay, here we go. Percepi. Oh, advantage. Okay. Oh, natural 20 for a 23 in total.
Okay, Vesper.
Okay.
It's quiet for the first hour.
Oh, god damn it, dude.
And then, like a filter falling over your vision, a mist crawls into camp. But it never reaches beyond the firelight. But it's there at the edges, waiting. You hear the sound of carriages and horses, bare feet, ankles wrapped in tiny bells that jingle as a multitude of travelers move, completely concealed in the rolling mist.
I can see that it's not moving any closer to us. It's just there.
Correct.
If that's the case, I'm going to sit and observe. And, I don't know. From the books that I've read from slaying vampires and werewolves, have I read anything about mists taking adventures? Maybe a place called Barovia?
Roll a history check.
Here we go. Oh, I have advantage on history checks. Cool. Oh, it's just a flat 13.
With your advantage?
Yeah.
It's vaguely familiar. But you don't know the name Barovia.
Okay.
You know
Then-
that there are mist travelers called Vishtani
Oh, shit.
with a 13, but you aren't clear exactly what they look like, who they are. A single rose is tossed from the mist and lands at your feet, Vesper.
Is it? Oh, look, tanning bed. Yeah.
What do you do?
As soon as that rose lands on my feet, I'm gonna take a step back and the log that's sitting there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my crossbow, and the direction that the rose was thrown, he's gonna just observe and stand at the ready, kind of propped on that log, using the log as support.
What's your passive perception?
Passive 13.
You hear a deep chuckle.
You are very brave if you think a crossbow's going to hurt me.
Fuck. This isn't just any crossbow. This is a crossbow that hurts anything it touches.
You have a curious problem.
Problem? What problem? I have no problems here. I'm resting.
I am not interested in the shadow of your world, but I am looking for someone.
Who exactly?
The
Your
rose
name?
blooms, and inside there's a glint of silver.
Don't worry, werewolf. It's not going to hurt you.
Calling me a werewolf.
Gross underestimation. Would you rather I call you Blood Hunter?
And how do you suppose you know that?
You know a lot of things. Your mind is very easy to read. Please, take a look. Have you seen her?
Vesper is going to stand up and kind of cautiously walk towards the rose and look closer to what this silver is. Without touching it, she's going to try to see what it is.
A rosary coiled around a locket, all silver. Beautiful.
I can't tell who you're talking about.
You'll have to open it up and look at her picture.
I have to touch it.
It's not poisonous, don't worry.
All right.
He's going to get down one knee, slowly grab it, but open it without just opening it while it's in the
It
rose.
stings a little. A dark-haired beauty. Tan skin. She's beautiful. But she looks haunted. She looks afraid at whoever is painting. Whoever is capturing her likeness, she's afraid of.
Oh, I've never seen her before. Beautiful. Afraid.
The mist shimmers.
Unfortunate. Part of me was hoping maybe she had slipped into your world.
A name, perhaps.
She was once called Tatiana.
Oh, beautiful name.
Stepping out of the mist is a large black wolf. And it walks right up to you and takes the rosary and the rose in its mouth. Gazes at you with these lethal red eyes. Before that hard dog sniff and it bounds back into the mist.
But since you were so gracious in attempting to help me, I'm more than happy to offer you something in return, Hunter. This shadow you're looking for. It's only a problem in your world. So even if you fail, take some kind of heart into that. There is a sphere of light and life that encompasses your world. And I suppose as long as that sphere does not crack, even if you die, the shadow does not escape.
Only in our world, huh?
For now.
And you're safe from it.
I would love for the shadow to come into the mists. Oh, what I could do with it.
Good God. You are twisted.
I am directed. Funny you would end up here in a pocket of time.
And it clicks at that point. Vesper. These mists that spirit away travelers. You have read where they have spirited away entire cities before the fall, before the shadow scarred the earth. People with a cult-like demeanor. People like the 𝕮𝖆𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜 called for the mist. And safety for their people. Refugees. And it finally makes sense. Refugees from one plane to another.
Well, if a Tatiana does stroll by, where can I find these mists?
Capture all side stories.
Another flower flies out of the mist. A bell. And as the flower lands, its beautiful crystal petals solidify, and the voices give it a ring.
A deal. I acquire the girl, if ever, and maybe you can
It's probably like a hit.
help this world with defeating the shadow in some way, one shape, some shape or form.
You can hear whatever is in the mist considering.
Perhaps you have a deal.
Haven't done one of these contracts in a while.
And Vesper is gonna grab his knife and run it against his palm.
Before the blood
And
drips on
extends
the
his hand.
ground, it's pulled as if by gravity into the mist, and you hear the sound of someone drinking.
Oh, I know what that is.
And then in your palm, this rose as red as your blood blooms out of your veins. And in the center of it is a slitted eye.
I will be watching. It is always a pleasure to do business with hunters like yourself. Hunters that toe the line of my world.
Interesting. What an interesting night. I look forward to seeing you again.
A chuckle.
Likewise, 𝕮𝖆𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜.
And the mists recede. And it's the end of your
At this
watch.
point, I'm gonna go ahead and wake up Torrent.
When you put out your hand to wake Torrent, your palm and up on your thumb and then kind of down your wrist, it's all an intricate tattoo. It almost looks like a garden.
Torrent, wake.
I'm gonna do this to his face and start stretching it.
Torrent.
Not so rough.
It's Vespa. Wake up.
Why? What do you want?
It's your turn to watch now.
Ah, shit. Already? Okay. Did you make some coffee at least?
Oh, no, but, you know, if you wait long enough, a beautiful druid with large breasts will greet you.
Oh shit, really? Okay. So
Good night, Torrent.
alright. Good night. He'll head out and I guess sit by the fire.
All right, Torrent, I need you to roll a perception check.
Perception check. That is. I can't find perception for some reason. Like I've never used this character sheet. There it is. 14.
The first little while of your watch, is quiet. And then the scent of jasmine fills the air. And you hear someone trying to get your attention, whispering your name, Torrent.
Oh shit, that must be the chick with the big tits. Huh? Oh. Is somebody calling me?
Torrent, come here. And she's calling you beyond the firelight.
Shit. I'm not supposed to leave the area. Can you come into the light?
Torrent.
Yeah, I already said I can hear you.
I can't leave this area.
I mean, I can't leave this area. Can we meet in the middle or like?
The voice has come to the edge of the firelight.
All right, deal. He goes close to the edge.
The smell of jasmine intensifies and it blooms into a bouquet of several wildflowers. It smells like you've walked into a flower shop or a valley in full spring and bloom. And then a velvet hand touches your shoulder. You turn around.
Hey.
She's still behind you. can't quite see her, but you feel a hand up underneath your arm and your abs, and the other down over your collarbone and your chest, and a small kiss on the back of your neck, and then a familiar voice. Have you missed me, Torrent?
Like, quickly pulls out his dagger.
The dagger is
Looks around.
thrown from your hand as the requiem slides in front of you. No. Let's not be dramatic.
Fucking Vesper. It's not at all what he promised.
I just came to talk.
Sorry.
Came to talk. That's kind of hard to believe.
Oh, we could do something else if you'd like.
Sadly, I'm not really in the mood right now.
Oh. There are ways. And she, touches you in a way that you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to use one of those inspirations.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. Let's see. Con save. 17. Much better than the 7.
Typically, this movement, the way that her hands caress you, would have had you rearing and ready to go after a decade of constant conditioning, but you managed to hold your ground.
That won't work anymore. I have someone that I like better than you now, so...
And yet it was me that you saw while tripping on gnomish drugs.
Yeah, well, I also saw my father twerking, so, you know, you can't win them all.
She's standing.
Bad trip's a bad trip.
Standing in front of you, and her face suddenly gets serious.
What do you want to talk about? Spit it out.
Roll an insight.
That is a 15.
There's a serious expression in her gaze, an emotional turmoil. Anyway, she bites her lip and kind of steps back, just out of reach of you, standing in the dark.
Come on, I don't have all day. It's about time to be Sidriel's turn, and I need to get another nap. You obviously came all this way just to see me. Clearly, you don't have anyone else better to talk to.
No, it's just
I think
progress the level if one of you dies. I know you can't.
I think I
progress
made a
the level if
mistake.
One of you dies, so you both have to.
You don't say. I mean, I actually met some people that, you know, like, it seemed like maybe they cared about you at one point. That Solana girl, you know? Yeah.
she reaches over to her arm, and you can see that there's a new scar. Wicked.
Seems like you threw all that away.
She bites her thumbnail. I saw them as well. And for those of you wondering, the scar on her arm is where 𝕮𝖆𝖉𝖔 ripped it off.
Oh,
in.
Yeah, and both of you have to play.
So would you care to elaborate on this mistake you've made? Perhaps you've come to apologize for the many years of torment that you've put me through and the mental scars that I now have.
Oh, Torrent. You enjoyed it half the time.
You do understand that half of a decade is still a long-ass fucking time.
Doesn't even,
I didn't want to let you go.
it doesn't even feel like,
And she starts
Well,
to
you
pace.
probably could have expressed it better.
you can't clear the first jump with it.
I didn't come to talk about you and me. We're a complicated subject. On again, off again.
Well, I'm still waiting for you to tell me what you did come here to talk about. What is this mistake that you actually made?
I think at one point I actually had friends.
What does that fucking mean?
Yeah. And you threw all that away, right?
What am I supposed to do if they want to forgive me?
This landing is
I don't know, maybe go and fucking apologize? I'm starting to kind of see the bright side of having friends around. And yeah, I could see why it might suck if you were to fuck that up by being yourself. Because I understand how that can be. Quite the pain sometimes.
And she stops pacing and turns to look at you, and one of her eyes isn't black sclera and burning. It's different. It reminds you of Solana. It's bright and clear. There's no way just saying sorry erases everything I've done. For a lot of it, I'm not sorry and I would do it again. She blinks fast, but
Yeah.
Seeing 𝕮𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜,
She lifts her chin suddenly. So, you're here for what, exactly? In the Wizard's Tower. What are you looking for, Torrent?
You know, if I've ever been taught anything, it is that protecting intel is very important, and I can't exactly say that I'd consider you ally enough to share such information with you.
But we've shared such intimate moments.
Yeah. And most of which were against my will. So, doesn't really change much. And you know, just because you might not do things entirely differently, just because apologizing wouldn't fix everything magically, it's a good way to get your foot in the door and at least make an effort,
You
which
want
is more than
me-
can be said for doing nothing.
You want me to apologize, do you?
I mean, I know that I'm definitely owed one, that's for sure, but I'm talking about your friends who you probably fucked a whole lot worse than you fucked me, so...
I didn't know.
Yeah? What didn't you know?
Let's trade. I'll be honest. You'll be honest. Let's just talk.
I mean, I'm being honest and we're talking,
I mean,
so
we
yeah,
could do
let's
other
continue.
things as well, if you would rather.
No, that's getting off the topic. You came here to chat, we're chatting.
She stops reaching for her dress.
But it's so much easier to just fall into addiction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, Torrent, we'll be fast. Your friends won't even wake up. You could try to choke me to death.
I have a responsibility to my friends. Perhaps, leading back to the topic of conversation, you also had a responsibility to your friends. Is that in the ballpark of the...
She's slowly reaching up to unlace the bodice.
He's gonna turn around and uncomfortably cross his arms, trying to hide himself.
Kate, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Let's see. 19.
You feel her move up behind you. You've got pretty good control. You're not slipping or anything. And she touches up the back of your thighs, over your backside, up the narrow of your waist and your shoulders. And she says, "It could be so easy. I can see how hungry you are.
What do you mean? I am not hungry at all. I've got these nice salted cayenne pepper roasted pine nuts. Would you like one? If you're hungry, they are good at helping with the hunger."
She plants a kiss on your shoulder. "I like these new wings, Torrent. They suit you. If we're not going to be honest and open, let's just do what we're best at. I'm in need. You're clearly frustrated. And
Why do you keep
she's
insisting I'm being dishonest?
She steps into the firelight. Her hair's unbound. She's not undressed, but it would be very easy to finish what she started. And she steps fully in the firelight, and you can see that she looks a little strung out. You can see the stress lines under her eyes. And it clicks. She's as addicted to you as you were to her. And she's floundering. Whatever plans and machinations she has, she's floundering. That new scar on her arm, there's a stab scar in her chest. It looks like a katakana was used, which is just a thin, narrow blade. From it, there's a tattoo that's almost like tearing the wound open, a crow. She doesn't seem as powerful in this moment, Torrent. I'm not really ever honest, but I think I could be honest with you.
Okay, that's a start. Let's start there. Let's do that.
She reaches for the top of your pants, your belt buckle. This is honest, isn't it?
It is a form of honesty. It's much more lizard braid honesty, though. He's gonna try to take a step back.
Okay. Taking a step back, you will step out of the firelight.
Oh. Okay, would he be aware of that?
That's up to you. Is he flustered enough? He rolled pretty well on his con save.
I think he might
Sidestep instead?
start. Yeah, and then sidestep.
Okay. She frowns. And you can tell that maybe she was trying to get you to step out of the light. Her disappointment is clear. I'll go first. Torrent, I'm sorry for the things that I'm sorry for doing.
That just seems like you're kind of twisting your words.
It's the
You're
truth.
sorry for being sorry.
I'm
So
sorry for some of the things I've done.
Okay. I accept some of your apology.
By what percent would you say?
By what percent do you apologize for?
Well, could we... She kind of motions her hands like she's juggling. Then she pinches the bridge of her nose. Begins to bite her thumbnail.
You can be honest with me. I will offer you honesty in return.
I want to know why you're here in the Wizard's Tower. If we're not gonna bang, then she shrugs. And she moves over close to like Vesper sleeping and just plops down on the stump next to his head and touches some of his white hair. She takes some of his chocolate covered coffee beans and eats those.
Hey, that's kind of rude. I offered you some pine nuts. You
I
shouldn't take other people's stuff.
would rather other nuts of yours, Torrent. Folds her arms, crosses her legs, stares into the fire.
That's fine. I appreciate your honesty. And I would like my nuts to remain untouched for the time being.
Fine. I was gonna do that gargling thing you like, but fine.
Oh, God.
I'm conflicted. Is that what you want to know? And she keeps touching Vesper's white hair. This is really soft. And then she shifts, goes across the fire, sits down by Kazu, and pets his tail.
Man, these guys are deep sleepers.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about your inner conflict. I'm all ears.
Well, Theonidas, it's his fault. I'm conflicted. And Ink, and all of them. I don't know what to do. I was prepared to kill all of you, to take the shadow for my own, and to continue decimating Círdan, who is quite delicious, might I add. And now I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Seeing Solana, I'm lost.
I can't even hit the fucking first.
She's a good kid. And I don't really know the other people, but they seem very weird and possibly nice.
They were the only ones who were nice to me.
No, I said can't they just watch somebody else do this?
Well, the apology, like I said, was a good start. You know, even if you have to tell them a percentage, maybe a gesture of goodwill, like turning over Stearden to them.
I refuse.
Just spitballing here, just spitballing, and
That bitch cut his hair. I'm upset. And she like pets Kazu's tail even more, like it's a cat, you know? Like this is
whose
therapy.
hair are we talking about?
Stearden's.
Why would somebody cut his hair? That just seems
Rude.
rude.
And uncouth.
Yeah.
Naturally. She wanted him to feel shame. Not even I cut his hair.
I mean, you didn't have any problem shaming me, but
It's fun to watch you blush and squirm. And I like it when you beg.
well.
But we're not
Anyway,
going
we're not talking
there,
about me.
Right,
Yes.
Torrent?
Right.
So why are you here in the Wizard's Tower? What is your party looking for? Is it what I think it is?
That depends what you think it is.
Tell me. After
Tell you what
all,
I think you think it is.
I'm not going to give away what I know is in this tower in the event that you don't.
I mean, I'm definitely here to get the thing that you know is that you.
Liar.
Mm,
Take your belt off.
Okay.
You're lying.
Fuck. Okay. I'm here mostly because, well, I mean, Sidriel was bitching because, like, people were invading his home and he wanted to go home, and then some kid at a bar, I think, also got, like, a book that had pictures of cats and some shit, and we came over here, and it's been a weird journey.
This really isn't making any sense.
I know, it was kind of weird, and then there were people that were saying they claimed it for, I always forget her fucking name, Lady Lyria or some shit, I think. And
Requiem gets a really distasteful look when you mention Lyria.
yeah, they were saying that they were going to claim it and on behalf of some crooked government bullshit and take all of the wizardy, magic-y stuff
You mean
from inside.
Lady Daimia and Lord Belial.
Oh yeah, those guys. I get all their fucking.
Naturally.
Yeah. You know that keeping track of politics was always Solariel's thing. I mean, not that we
You mentioned Solariel and she winces a little.
don't need to get into that. That's a whole other. Speaking of friends.
She opens her mouth as if to speak and then closes it, sets down Kazu's tail and walks over to stand above Sidriel, who seems to just be meditating.
I don't know a lot about keeping close company. And I've hurt a lot of people, manipulated a lot of people, done a lot of bad things.
We're not so dissimilar, you and I.
Yeah. But I am making an effort to change for the better.
And why is that? And she's slowly moving around her companions in the firelight. Why are you changing?
Maybe because I do know what it is like to lose close friends. And I didn't know what I had Maybe because I spent a lot of time with someone who I was not too similar from, and I saw a lot of myself in her. Maybe because I realized how much of a piece of shit I have been to a lot of people. And maybe because I see these people and they accept me. And I realize that I do have a role that I can fill. Something that can give me purpose.
You can see her jaw working, but it's not anger, it's her considering. She chews on that thumbnail for a moment. Her eyebrows scrunched in concentration.
It's not easy. Takes work every day.
I want to be beloved. I want to be a goddess. I want to be a dark queen. I just didn't know that seeing them again. And you see that she reaches up to touch that crow-scarred stab wound on her chest, and then the scar on her arm. Feelings I have not felt in eons. She doesn't look at you.
At least you know there's still a heart in there.
She's looking at the fire. When you say that, she smiles a little bit, and then she frowns. I'm sorry about Solariel.
As much as I can forgive.
For what it's worth, Torrent, I don't want your forgiveness. But Solariel never broke. You should know that.
I don't doubt it.
No matter what transpired between he and I, he was Lord Loki to the end. And I respect him a great deal. And she, in her palm, the constellations over her flesh gleam, and she summons that red shard of his power. The one that she stole in his death. We could make a trade, Torrent.
For what?
The last piece of your friend. And she looks
What
at
do
you.
I have to give?
Her eyes travel your physical form all the way down and all the way up, like she's considering. There are two things I want within this tower. You and the heart scale. So those are your choices.
I will give you 1 for 1. You can have me for a night. And that is all I can offer.
She considers. I don't think that's going to be enough, Torrent. She closes her hand, dismissing Solariel's power.
Torrent's gritting his teeth really hard, trying to maintain his composure. He's very sad and very mad. Can't promise you any sort of heart scale because I don't know anything about it, and I don't have it, and I don't know what it is or where it is. All I have is me.
Commit yourself to me, Torrent, and I'll give you this back. Or you can give me the heart scale that is hidden within this tower. The weapons I'm sure Lady 𝕮𝖆𝖆 has heard about. Funny, don't you think? That an old wizard would use his own heart to make a lighthouse, light away in the dark for everyone else, while he himself wastes away on unrealized dreams, addiction, and pain. Only idiots light themselves on fire to keep others warm.
I'm gonna have to say no.
She looks surprised.
𝕮𝖆𝖆 sacrificed himself. And yeah, I'm still coming to understand the way that other people see the world like that. 'Cause you know, I kind of agree with you. It is pretty idiotic to set yourself on fire just to keep someone else warm. But I find myself admiring those who are making those sorts of sacrifices. And I feel that admiration growing. And my desire to call them an idiot, even though they can be somewhat diminishing. So maybe that's a bit of the change that's been brewing, but I don't think 𝕮𝖆𝖆 would appreciate me giving up something like this hard scale you've described. It would be selfish, because I'm the only one who wants what you have.
She is looking at you for just a moment with undiluted, it's almost innocence, Torrent. But there's a little bit of awe. Well, her expression realigns itself. It becomes a little distant and remote. And I suppose I'll bother you no more. But you know how to get a hold of me, should you wish. Torrent the Changed. She walks past you, smelling of night-blooming jasmine, roses, out past the firelight.
Good luck.
Over her shoulder, you see her profile for a moment. There's a slight smile and an exhale, and she explodes into starlight. molecules transposing across time and space.
Torrent's gonna open his wineskin that got filled with booze, start downing it as he walks over to Sid and gives him a swift kick. Hey, wake the fuck up! It's your turn.
Sid just cracks one eye open. You could have been a lot nicer than that.
I had a bad dream earlier and it made me a little cranky, so I apologize, I guess.
Sid stands up and will hug Torrent and pat him on the back.
Ah, what are you doing?
I'm so sorry you had a bad dream. Hopefully you can get some more rest. You can take my spot. It's quite comfortable.
Thanks.
The entire conversation between Requiem and Torrent, Kazuhiko, you were awake. Just quietly listening.
Feng Chu, Feng Chu.
Sidriel and Vesper, the both of you woke. As Torrent was explaining why he wouldn't give up the heart scale. Gruffly, without much fanfare, Torrent moves to his sleeping spot, settles himself in, rearranging himself because of these stupid wings, eventually curling them around him like a set of blankets.
Stupid things.
And Sidriel, it's your watch. If Kazuhiko or Vesper would like to roleplay at all, you're welcome to. Otherwise, Sidriel, make a perception check.
$17 on perception.
Any roleplay from Vesper or Kazu before I delve into roleplay with Sidriel? Okay.
No, Kazu would just be like, I'm just gonna leave that be.
Exactly, that's the best version. He's like, all right,
Yeah.
let's go to sleep.
He had his
Okay.
moment.
All right. 17. It's... For you, Sid, it feels almost uneventful. Probably 20 minutes before it's time to wake someone else up, the fire pops in a way that is uncharacteristic. As if trying to draw your attention.
He'll look closely at the fire.
Almost as if mesmerized, you can't pull your eyes away from the dancing and flickering flames. The base of the fire is a bright blue that descends into this almost transparent heat wave, an orange and yellow. And then you feel a presence sit down beside you.
I'm sorry.
Sid kind of crosses his fingers like this in front of him. He doesn't make a move to look beside him, but his face, his lips purse and his jaw tenses. I forgive you.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Everyone deserves forgiveness. Even ourselves. Just something I've learned recently.
I'm glad.
He turns his head to where he feels the presence.
He is scarred. His hair is so short. He looks tired.
I have so many things to say and I don't know where to start.
I understand.
I have a lot more questions. And I definitely deserve some answers.
You see his jaw flutters. It reminds you of Torrent.
I'll do my best to answer.
Why didn't you tell me who you were?
It's not who I am anymore.
And why's that?
I'm not powerful enough to hold that title.
So you just decided to abandon all of us? Because that's what you did.
He scrubs his face. Flicks some of his longer pieces of hair back.
I did.
Did you know what was going to happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, you left. Someone took the throne. Did you put them there?
No. I didn't put them there.
Were you watching? Or did you turn your back completely and forget about everyone else?
He lets out an exhale. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, 𝕮𝖆𝖆. But what I will tell you I failed. Just as my mother said I would. I crumbled. I caved. And a lot of people died. And I left. I wasn't strong enough to hold the crown. So I left. To learn. To change. And even then, I wasn't strong enough. And I fell into a cycle that most mortal my arrogance is my downfall.
You keep talking about your failures. You keep talking about how it was your arrogance. You keep trying to bear the weight of the world on your own shoulders. Alone. Always alone.
𝕮𝖆𝖆. And he turns to look at you. And he takes a deep breath. And he says, I am the dawn. I am justice. I am life incarnate. It is upon my wing to bear the burdens and weight of souls forthcoming into this life and the next. And with a twist of his hands in the fire, there is this platinum dragon that roars and takes flight, and he says, I am the son of Io, and I have failed. It is on my shoulders alone to bear this weight, and I cannot, and I did not, and I failed, and I let the shadow in. I opened the gates of heaven. I welcomed him with a smile. I embraced him. I told him I loved him. And he murdered me in my own throne room. And he killed my people. And I could do nothing but watch. I do not deserve the name that I was given. I am not Bahamut. I am not 𝕝𝖆𝖆. I am not the Platinum Dragon. I am a lonely man left to his vices. I am a lost soul who failed the game of gods.
There was a time, 𝕮𝖆𝖆, the princes of the abyss feared me. They trembled. They quaked. There was a time that the small folk, they held food and drink in my name, and I would visit them. There was a time my sister's tyranny was smoke on the wind. And for the love of my brother, the good of the many in place of one, 𝕮𝖆𝖆. My station should never make that choice. I do not have the luxury. It has never been your fault that heaven fell. I merely requested 𝕮𝖆𝖆 distract you so that you were not killed. Because of all my stars, you shined the brightest.
𝕮𝖆𝖆 looks at 𝕮𝖆𝖆. And he goes to take his hand.
He feels warm and thin. There is a divine and cosmic justice, 𝕮𝖆𝖆, and he squeezes your hand. My life is all that it requires.
𝕮𝖆𝖆's hands are still in 𝕮𝖆𝖆's hands, and he's shaking, and he brings 𝕮𝖆𝖆's fingers to his lips.
And finally, 𝕮𝖆𝖆 turns to you. And those pale, piercing green eyes are filled with unshed tears.
I would give it to you if you would take it.
And then what happens? And then what happens?
You become Bahamut. Because I am no longer worthy.
What happens to you, 𝕮𝖆𝖆?
I pay my price for choosing one
And what is that price?
over the many.
But you are not the price, Círdan. You are not justice's currency. You're not some sacrificial answer to the cosmos's cruelty.
But I am.
There's no balance in this.
But there is. In my death, the shadow will be made manifest. And in that manifestation, you will be able to stop it once and for all. No longer will it be ephemeral and flame and shadow and darkness. No longer will it be able to hide in the dark. It will be drawn into the dawn. It will be brought into the light. In the light where it can bleed. And if it can bleed, it can die.
And what if I don't want the throne? What if all I want is you?
Citriel.
And he pulls you
If the
off.
world was a god, Círdan, let them find another, because I'd rather be a broken man beside you than a god without you.
He cups your cheek.
That thinking is exactly what ended up with heaven's downfall. With my downfall, with... I cannot be selfish, Citriel. I tried. And so many lives were lost. Innocent ones.
And he shows you a little girl with her bumblebee wings talking to Chips, her Leonin father, Theonidas, his brother. He shows you Gemma, Diz's fiancée and Tralis's mother. He shows you Torrent's mother, Silariel's mother. He shows you all of these people, Vesper's siblings. Kazu's village.
The shadow, the veil never would have been broken. If I had not made a choice for love. A selfish choice. And I couldn't help it. I love my brother, Citriel. He's young. And he is so broken. And I wanted nothing more than for our parents to be proud of him. I wanted him to be where I could not be. My mother loved him, Citriel. in a way she never, could never love me. And that knowledge, that feeling, I was so humbled by it. And I thought, he leans back. He's still holding your hand and he looks into the fire. And he shows you. And in the image you see this regal woman, beautiful and deadly. You see a young Círdan, probably no more than 14 or 15. And she says to him, "You were an inheritance, Círdan. You are not truly my son. But if you want my affections, when the time comes, you will choose your brother above all else. Look at him. How innocent and pure. Don't let yourself be a footnote, Círdan." After all,
Sidril.
and she finally says, after showing Círdan the baby as if going to hand it to him, and he goes to take little Arendor, baby Arendor, and she pulls the baby back. And she says, "After all, my love is earned. It is not unconditional, because you are not mine." Because he can no longer speak due to the overwhelming emotion, Sidril, he shows you this all-powerful being, this dragoness of great power. All the time she said he never did enough. He never contributed enough. He wasn't manly enough. He didn't take control enough. He would never measure up to his father, Io. And he shows you the times that she would praise him. And it's so very human.
Sidril watches the memory flickering. You know, she was wrong when she said that love is not something you earn like a medal, Círdan. It's not a price paid for loyalty or perfection or blood. And Sidril kneels down, not in reverence, not in praise, but in reclamation, and he takes Círdan's hands in his and brings them to his face, and he looks up and he says, "You are not hers, and you never were. And all the times that she tore you down and brought you back up, she did it because she just wanted to see you hurt. You are not hers, but you are mine. Not because I own you, but because I choose you. I have chosen you every day, in every way, even in the shadow of gods, even in the aftermath of everything. And as much as I hate what happened." He still looks, and his eyes are burning with this truth. If she couldn't love you, then at least let me show you how. Let me unlearn that cruelty. Let me teach you what it means when someone stays. Not because they must, but because they can't imagine walking away.
He touches a strand of your hair and puts his other on your cheek. And the words, they don't form immediately. He just holds you like that, gazing at you. And we're going to take a quick bathroom break right here.
Time for pee-pee. In a world of shadows and beasts untamed, a party of misfits, famed and framed. Thieves with quick fingers, sinners with might, together they journey into the night. The tavern tale spoke of this cruel, strange alliance, a motley crew, bound by fate, set forth to explore the realms of chaos and so much more. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. A beast with fangs, a creature so wild, a shadowy figure, elusive and mild. Thieves with secrets, sinners with grace, together they conquer a legendary chase. The haunted forests and desert lands, united they stand, a courageous band. The moonlit night, the sun-soaked day, the bonds grow stronger along the way. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. Hey ho, hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, hey ho, the fellowship born from a thrill. Fellowship born from a thrill. Fellowship born from a thrill. In a world of shadows and beasts untamed, a party of misfits, famed and framed. Thieves with quick fingers, sinners with might, together they journey into the night. The tavern tale spoke of this crew, a strange alliance, a motley crew. Bound by fate, set forth to explore the realms of chaos and so much more. Hey ho, hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. A beast with fangs, a creature so wild, a shadowy figure elusive and mild. Thieves with secrets, sinners with grace, together they conquer a legendary chase. Through haunted forests and desert lands, united they stand, a courageous band. The moonlit night, the sun-soaked day, the bonds grow stronger along the way. Hey ho, hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. Hey ho, hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, hey ho, the fellowship born from a thrill. Fellowship born from a thrill. Fellowship born from a thrill. In a world of shadows and beasts untamed, a party of misfits, famed and framed. Thieves with quick fingers, sinners with might, together they journey into the night. The tavern tale spoke of this crew, a strange alliance, a motley crew. by fate set forth to explore the realms of chaos and so much more. Hey ho, the party's adventuring stew. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. A beast with fangs, a creature so wild, a shadowy figure elusive and mild. Thieves with secrets, sinners with grace, together they conquer a legendary chase. The haunted forests and desert lands, united they stand a courageous band. The moonlit night, the sun-soaked day, the bonds grow stronger along the way. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, the fellowship born from a thrill. Fellowship born from a thrill. Fellowship born from a thrill. Shadows and beasts untamed, a party of misfits, famed and framed. Thieves with quick fingers, sinners with might, together they journey into the night. The tavern tale spoke of this crew, a strange alliance, a motley crew. Bound by fate set forth to explore the realms of chaos and so much more. Hey ho, the party's adventuring stew. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill. A beast with fangs, a creature so wild, a shadowy figure elusive and mild. Thieves with secrets, sinners with grace, together they conquer a legendary chase. The haunted forests and desert lands, united they stand a courageous band. The moonlit night, the sun-soaked day, the bonds grow stronger along the way. Hey ho, party's adventuring still. Hey ho, fellowship born from a thrill. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, the fellowship born from a thrill. Fellowship born from a thrill. Fellowship born from a thrill. In a world of shadows and beasts untamed, a party of misfits, famed and framed. Thieves with quick fingers, sinners with might, together they journey into the night. The tavern tale spoke of this crew, a strange alliance, a motley crew. Bound by fate, set forth to explore the realms of chaos and so much more. Hey ho, the party's adventuring still. Hey ho, a fellowship born from a thrill.
Oh, we're back, but we're on the wrong. Aha! Hey, what's up, everybody? That was the accident. Also, Dizzy J.
Didge.
Miss you. We miss you so much. Don't worry, we're gonna save you, Diz. We're gonna save you in the game.
It's gonna happen.
Save you from the poop tree. I mean, you're not there, right? God damn it. I thought we told you to get out of there.
He's just running eternally from Smee.
Shmee.
Sweet.
All right, and so your watch continues, Sidriel. Círdan sitting beside you, or in front of you, and he finishes explaining. And so I chose my brother, and I let him walk into heaven. I did not know my sister and her army would enter as well. I should have made a different choice. But I made one that was selfish and wrong. And thousands of lives. Thousands of them were lost, Sidriel.
Sorry, cat emergency. She got her head stuck in a bag. Give me a second.
Oh, cats.
She's in my lap now with her squinty eye. You can't put your head in there.
For everyone
silly
in chat,
goose.
𝕮𝖆𝖑𝖑 player has slipped away for the evening, but next session we will start with his small vignette and then slide back into some prudent, punchy, kicky action, where we try to save the world from the encroaching shadow.
Sidriel watches Círdan shrink beneath the weight of that history, of that loss, and the war that was orchestrated. And at first he doesn't say anything, and then he just breathes. Thousands were lost. And I grieve for every one of them. But you did not raise their blades, Círdan. You didn't order slaughter.
I let them in. I let
But
them
you did not
to my
drive your
home.
sister's hand.
He makes a shuddering sound. I deserve everything.
How are you supposed to know?
Everything that has happened to me, I deserve. I let you rot for a century in Dis. I let them tie you to that throne. I let them break you. I let that happen. I let Trallis disappear through time. I let Diz, I let Gemma, Vesper, Theonidas, all of them down. I watched, knowing. And I went to the Requiem willingly. Sidriel, willingly I walked into her web. And I let her carve pieces of me because I wanted her to. I don't deserve you. As a man, as a god, I deserve nothing but justice. A hammer wrought with lightning bolts. I deserve wrath. I deserve oblivion. And you deserve to smile. You do not deserve gods to fail you. I'm sorry. I'm a failure. I'm sorry.
Sidriel freezes as if he has been struck across the face, and his breath catches, and he looks at Círdan, not with horror, but it is raw. All of this time, I thought it was the world that had broken you. But it was you. It was you. You say you deserve wrath. Then let me be your wrath, Círdan. Let me rage against every lie that everyone has ever told you, the lies that you have told yourself. Let me burn down every altar that demanded your pain in exchange for love. You don't deserve oblivion. You don't deserve to disappear. You deserve to be known, to be held, to be wanted. For all the pieces that have been carved off of you, for all all the pieces that have been broken. And yes, gods, yes, I deserve to smile, but not because you have vanished into dust. Not because you have bled your last in my name, or in the name of all of those who you think you owe. I deserve to smile with you. Not because you are perfect, but because you stayed. You have made the choice not to run away. But because you've chosen to stay. Don't give yourself to the void. Give yourself to me. I will not let others fail you again. I will take all of your broken pieces and I will hold them. And I will put them next to mine. And we will become something whole. We are not meant to be fixed or mended. We are meant to look upon our scars and remember. And to be better for all of the mistakes we have made before. Where you have run, now is your chance to do something different. To stay. To stay with me. I cannot change what has happened to you. And I cannot change the 100 years I spent blaming myself. But I will not turn that blame toward you. I have learned to forgive myself. Let me carry the burden with you. Let me take that pain and that sorrow and that small piece of hope, and let me carry it with you, beside you. Please.
You would have me return as king.
I would have you return as who you want to be moving forward, not who you were. But who you think you want to be now. Let us take a stand against fate.
𝕮𝖆𝖆.
Let me love you like no one has dared to love you before, please. I am offering you salvation without sacrifice, please.
You can see his pulse fluttering. His pupils dilate.
I cannot deny. My heart has yearned for this.
He closes his eyes, 𝕮𝖆𝖆.
All I can hear are their screams, 𝕮𝖆𝖆. Your screams. Theirs. That's all I know. I've done nothing to earn your affection. And it took me so long to decide to do anything after I believed Arndor had died. Continue in the tower. You will find a heart scale within. Should you wish to take it, it is yours. The High Lords of Scylla wished to claim it as their own, and I had half a mind to give it to them. But it is yours, Cidriel, Dawnbringer. Use it. Save the small folk of Scylla. Do not let the darkness take them. Do not despair. I promised you my light would not dim, and though it grows weary...
He leans forward, Cidriel, his breath mingling with yours.
I am still the dawn. I am the light. The lighthouse in the dark. And I will guide your way home.
And then he kisses you. And it's soft at first, and then it grows in intensity until he is leaning as well. His hands thread through your hair, pulling you close against him.
Cidriel's he stiffens for a breath, and then he melts into him. It's that moment that his lips touched his, that Cidriel, it's like an ache he's carried for lifetimes, finally finds its rhythm, a name. It's a home. And he's clinging to Círdan. He pulls back and he says, "You have always been the light, but not just to guide me home. You are my home." And he kisses Círdan back. Like a vow, like the breaking of a curse. At first it is soft and then it is fierce, and he parts his lips. His hands are trembling. He's just trying to pull himself closer. This is not just a kiss. This is creation. It is the warmth that Sidriel thought he'd never feel again.
It feels like forever. And when it ends, he embraces you and you embrace him, and your heart beats in rhythm and time with his, and you fit against him so well, despite how sickly he is, despite all of the scarring and the broken bones that you can feel probably his reality less than this physical illusion of him in time. There is war. There is so much war. The shadow will take one of the two towers. But you will find warriors should Vesper take his crown. And he captures your hand, Sidriel. Vesper is more than just a dim-witted, annoying tiefling. He will be king. He will be an heir to a throne of wolves, should he be brave enough to take it. And my nephew, my nephews, one a breaker of chains, and the other a way of shadow. Sidriel, I have no faith. Not anymore. But I will cling to you. I will cleave to you as a man does to one he loves. And I will trust you. For I am broken. And each day that I awaken is agony. Each day that I stand at the precipice of a cliff, looking at peace, peace that is the bottom, waiting to rush up and meet me, I scream. In my heart, I scream, but I will hold on to you. I will tarry and I will linger for you, for all of you, for the inheritance that you have yet to take. You are your mother's child, the star that shines the brightest. The story has been written once before, but this ending is your own. I love you. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Thank you guys for joining me for this week's episode of Call to Shadow. Hopefully we will get Kate soon, and we'll be able to do some more roleplay with her, and some more roleplay with our sweet, sassy little lady. The rest of the party. Thank you, players. It is a joy and an honor to run this story with you.
Thank you.
Woo!
Did you guys catch all
Yeah,
the Lord
use
of
that
the
drink.
all the Lord of the Rings references there? Whew! Return of the King, Vesper. An army of wolves against the shadow. Maybe.
Who knows?
And one of the towers.
You.
You have to figure out, I guess, which one's gonna fall. Spoiler alert, it's connected to a party member. Mm-hmm. And 𝕮𝖆𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜 was, yes, correct. 𝕮𝖆𝖆𝖉𝖔𝖜 was also a king. An heir to Rashida.
Crazy.
Super good. You guys are great. Thank you for all the roleplay.
Thank you for the great time and the wonderful story.
Yeah.
Mr.
And the many
Zarovich
guilds.
came to hang out and was like, hey, you want to come play in Ravenloft?
I just made a fucking deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very fun. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's go raid somebody.
Raid time.
Mhm. Let me go see.
Oh, there we go. I gotta dip y'all, but thank you for the games, and I'll see you guys soon.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
There's our raid message. And then for those not subbed, there it is. Thank you guys again. Let's go raid 0 XP official. And I'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow I will be live with Unclaimed Knights, and then the premiere of Pathfinder 2E on Thursday. See you guys later.